So I've been with TTH now probably about 5 years, and I'd kind of done a little bit of triathlon before, but I sort of kind of wanted to take a next step to kind of, see where I could go with the sport. So I started having a look for a few different, a bit more guidance, and kind of thought a coach would be the way to go. At first, I kind of sort of found out about TTH through like a friend, and when I looked into them, I quite like the fact there are quite a few different coaches. I wanted somewhere where it was a slightly maybe bigger company, so there's a bit of, there's a few different styles of coaching. There's probably a bit more sharing of different knowledge and a lot of experience there. So I went down the route and sort of looked into a bit more. And then it was really good when I sort of contacted them, because there was quite a detailed survey which sort of looked kind of what you wanted to get out of triathlon, and they sort of paired you up with an appropriate coach, and you had like an initial meeting which was really good just to make sure you kind of had a bit of initial chemistry, and there's a few different options of different coaches to start, which worked out really well for me kind of in the pairing process. It also was kind of a bonus. I live fairly near one of their squads, so I'm able to sort of join the swim squad in person twice a week, which has been great for my swimming. And also the other thing that was quite appealing was the Zwift sessions. So twice a week I can jump on with the virtual squad. There's a group of sort of anything between sort of 5 to 12 of us who meet up twice a week, train together, and that sort of kind of team and group mentality has been really good for the training, and definitely something I've enjoyed a lot. I think, and initially I thought it would be a bit more black and white, kind of the training, and here's your plan and you kind of then get on with it, but I've been quite surprised about kind of realizing what I didn't know, and so many different aspects of the sport, from the mental side of things, as and the psychology behind what we're doing. All of that's been quite interesting, and there's been quite a few sort of seminars sort of monthly which have added, been really interesting really, and allows like quite a lot of discussion around it. So yeah, enjoyed that a lot as well.
Would you recommend someone who's thinking about it?
Yeah, I think there's what I quite like is there's a lot of different athletes who are trying to achieve different things, and there's like a bit of a perception that you need to be at quite a high level already to have a coach, but actually I really don't think that's the case. And I think if people are kind of tight for time and kind of want to have that thinking about training taken out of their hands, having suddenly like structure and directions is really, really good. And I think you can really maximise, if you have a little amount of time, you can really maximise the time you have by getting a coach. And I think you'll be surprised what you can achieve with kind of, even if you've only can spare sort of 6 to 8 hours a week, you can really change your training and maximise what you're getting out of it. And then also on the other level, if you're looking to sort of try and sort of push towards the front end of racing, I think especially as an age grouper, it's a lot of it's about sort of training time efficiently, getting on top of your recovery and balancing training and life. And for me, that's kind of been one of the biggest gains, is realizing it's not just about training, it's kind of planning your recovery and balancing work, life and training all together really.